Hi again, fellow unlicensed thinkers. Today I wanted to talk a bit about how I see a lot of self-help these days as being more like a one-night stand than a long-term relationship. Before we get into that, if you could hit that like button for me. I can't quite reach it from here. Thank you very much. So, in the movie Die Hard, they're being held hostage and John McClane's wife is there while he's off pissing people off. And so they're in a large room, and you see one of the terrorists or robbers, whatever you want to call them, come down, and he's just pissed off, and he's like throwing shit around and banging everything up. And John McClane's ex-wife, well, she sees this guy, and she immediately knows that her ex-husband is still alive because she says, well, nobody can piss somebody off like that, essentially. Not a direct quote. Well, that is what I endeavor to be in the self-help realm, is the John McClane of self-help. Because to me, that is the true, the long-term, the everlasting self-help, as opposed to that which makes you feel good at the moment. And so there is definitely some value to feeling good in the moment. I mean, you have to start somewhere, right? So you have to start with feeling good, or understanding what feeling good is, or understanding your capacity for feeling good. So absolutely there's some value in the motivational speakers, in the people that talk about how wonderful you are and how you should accept yourself exactly as you are and you don't need to change and all that kind of stuff. There's definitely a value to it, without a doubt. But I see a lot of that as the one-night stand of self-help. It's really fast burning. There's an intensity. It makes you feel really great. There's this huge wave of excitement. But when it's over, you've felt a high, but you don't really have any connection. You just have the momentary high. And then you come back feeling the way you were, but now you have this comparison to this high. And so you sort of end up feeling a lot worse, and you want to get back to that high. So you read another self-help book, you have another one-night stand, you see the comparison here. So the hard part is the John McClane part, and I definitely piss people off with some of the stuff I say, and that's all right. The people who get mad at what I have to say are not the people that my message is meant for, and that's okay. So when you accept that you're the cause of everything, it doesn't feel good. It's not exciting. It feels more like the person you've been married to for 10 years, or been in a relationship for 10 years, whatever. It's not sexy, like rent a hotel for 2 hours and have a good time, and then you're left going, well, what now? I don't really feel like I've improved myself. I've just said how awesome I am 100 times. It hasn't really done anything for me. It felt good at the time, and it has a use, but it doesn't really fill that. It doesn't really fill that emptiness, and it doesn't really provide that true pride and that true self-awareness, because going through that ends up with a lot of what John McClane does to people. So when you have that shadow work that you do, and you really have to dig in and look at, why am I like this? Why do I get mad at this? Why does this upset me? All this kind of stuff. When you get down and look into that, it sucks. It pisses you off, and you deny it, and you don't want to deal with it, and all that kind of stuff. So that's the way I view the differences. Now in Greek, and please forgive me if you speak Greek, and I'm going to say this wrong, so I'm sorry, but there's a few words for love. And there is platonic love, and we're all familiar with that, your best friend or your brother or whatever it might be. And then there's Eros. Eros is the one-night stand, I just met the perfect person. All these things fall into Eros. It's that really intense, burning, bright kind of thing. And then you have agape, which is the long-term love, the we've been together for a long time love. And so I'm really fond of the agape because it feels more comfortable. It feels more natural, less intense, more calm. It feels stronger in a lot of ways. And then you have Eros, which is what I compare to a lot of the, the agape is what I aim for. So I want to be the agape. I want to be the calm, comfortable, long-term, long-lasting, but probably not very exciting, and you probably don't want to hear a lot of it. That's who I want to be. So the Eros is the self-help that tells you to love yourself. It's, it's the cute person that you meet at the club that love bombs you and tells you how awesome you are, and it burns like a really bright candle, but it burns out really quick. And you might make it to the hotel, you might not, who knows? But you're again left empty. You had this really intense experience and it provided something for you perhaps, but it's not long lasting. It doesn't provide a true fix for it. And so this agape style of self-help, it really delves into that self-awareness, the taking responsibility for your actions and for your feelings and for not putting everything on something external. If you heard a bang there, Max was just digging in some batteries. I can't point the camera that way or I'd show you his face. He looks very upset. So it's not looking for that external fix. It's saying, if I fix things within me, as crappy as it may be, as horrible as it may feel at the time, I know that when I fix those things within me, that those things externally are not going to be able to bother me, because chances are they were never that big of a deal anyways. It's always been what's going on with me. And the problem with that is that I have to take responsibility for that. I have to say, this is my fault. This is my doing. I am the only one that can fix it. I can't count on this person who's a jerk to not be a jerk, because even if I did fix this jerk right here in front of me, I don't mean you, I mean metaphorically, this jerk that I'm encountering, even if I was able to fix them, there's another jerk down the road, and another one, and another one. And everywhere I go, everywhere I look, there's going to be another one. So I can't fix all of them. I just can't. Maybe some of them want help. Great. They're welcome to come with me. But I can't fix all those jerks, and neither can you. You're always going to run into more. But when you fix yourself, when you're okay with yourself, and you have that more agape feeling in your self-help, that I've been in this relationship for 10 years kind of feeling, that slow burn, then you have this inability to be hit. People will throw punches at you, but you know they're not punching you. You know that they're just throwing a punch at themselves, and that they're projecting themselves onto you and throwing that punch onto you. But that's not you that they're punching. And when you know that, then you really have the agape self-help. You have the agape self-awareness. You are comfortable with yourself. You are strong with yourself. You don't have that burning intensity, because you know that burning intensity is only going to burn out and leave a big hole. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to hit like and share the video. Have a great day.